Welcome to Just Events Online News at 9. I am Rashidat Mairo. The news headlines. Federal government to inaugurate advisory code committee. Government urges youth to embrace empowerment schemes. Federal government begins review of revenue allocation formula. Dan-Iya project 2027 officially launched in support of Engineer Sulyman, Bolakale Kawu's Gubernatorial ambition. Now prioritize civilian safety with new training. Mairo Dikko Foundation launches campaign to protect children from abuse and pedophiles. INEC begins nationwide continuous voter registration today. Army reassigns generals to boost efficiency and strengthen leadership. Now the news in details. The Minister of Housing and Urban Development, Ahmed Musa Dan-Iya, has announced plans to inaugurate the National Building Code Advisory Committee following the recent launch of a ministry task team to probe causes of building failures in Nigeria. He reviewed this in a keynote address delivered at a recent workshop on National Building Safety and Structural Integrity Initiative in Lagos. The minister, represented by the Permanent Secretary, Engr, said the move follows the recent launch of a ministry task team to probe the causes of building failures in Nigeria. The Lagos State Commissioner for Youth and Social Development, Bolakale, has urged youth across the state to key into the various initiatives of the government that aim to provide opportunities for better futures. Bolakale advocated this at a one-day mentorship program tagged Mentorship with HOA, organized by the Igbogu Local Council Development Area and held at the Council Secretariat, Ikorodu, Lagos State, on Saturday to commemorate International Youth Day. According to the Commissioner, youths across the state are not taking adequate advantage of the government initiative because of a disconnect between the government and the youths. The federal government has officially commenced the process of reviving the nation's revenue allocation formula to meet current realities. Chairman of the Revenue Mobilization Allocation and Fiscal Commission, Mohammed Bello Shehu, announced the commencement of the review process at a press conference at Yaradua Central in Abuja on Monday. There are indications that the new formula would give more funds to the states of the Federation. The Dan-Iya Project 2027 was officially launched on Sunday at Faragba community in Ilorin, Kwara State, in support of Engineer Sulyman Bolakale Kawu's 2027 Gubernatorial ambition. The movement, which aims to promote Engineer Kawu's candidacy, drew a large crowd of supporters from the community. Alhaji Afolabi Azan Taiwo delivered the opening speech, emphasizing the importance of unity and support for Engineer Kawu's gubernatorial ambition. He highlighted Engineer Kawu's past good deeds and development projects in the community and beyond. Several supporters, including Alhaji Baba Ago, Ibrahim Bolaji, Alhaji Ibrahim Abdullahi, and Alhaji Agidowu Isiaka, testified to Engineer Kawu's good deeds and warned against being swayed by cheap talks and gifts from other groups. Zonal Chairman of Orioko Koyo, Isiaka Alabi, charged members to validate the permanent voters' cards and encourage those who have reached voting age to register. He emphasized that support without PVC to vote for their candidate is meaningless. Speaking on behalf of Engineer Kawu's, Alhaji Abdurrahman emphasized gratitude to the coordinator of the group and was overwhelmed by the number of people present at the meeting. It promised to continue doing their best and prioritizing the needs of the people.
We can see before he even try to become the governor of the state, he has done so many things so well. So we have to believe that if he comes to the chief executive of this state, he will still do more better than what is going on now.
The Nigerian Air Force has intensified efforts to minimize civilian harm in conflict zones by completing a 5-day civilian harm mitigation training. This is contained in a statement released by the NAF Director of Public Relations and Information, Air Commodore Ehime on Sunday in Abuja. Ehime said the course held at the Air Warfare and Doctoring Center, Abuja, brought together pilots, UAV operators, legal officers, army specialists, and public relations experts. The Mairo Dikko Foundation has intensified the fight against gender-based violation with the launch of a child protection campaign aimed at safeguarding minors from abuse and pedophiles. The campaign was unveiled on Monday at Bakata Junior Secondary School, venue of the Just Event Online Foundation's annual free summer lesson, where the foundation called for urgent action to protect children, especially during the long vacation period where they are more vulnerable to predators. Speaking at the event, Fatima Bintu Dikko stressed the need to move beyond reactive measures and tackle the root causes of child abuse. According to her, many children lack the knowledge and confidence to resist or report abuse. She said the foundation would extend its sanitization drive beyond conference halls and classrooms to the streets, homes, and community spaces where children live, learn, and play.
And we cannot ignore the stories of our children as young as 5 and 6 years old whose innocence has been stolen. This is why today we are flagging off this campaign, a campaign that does not end here but will continue even after schools resume.
Also addressing participants, Dr. Bayo emphasized the importance of prevention through direct education. The foundation program is structured to teach children critical lessons including my body belongs to me, understanding personal boundaries, good touch and bad touch, recognizing safe versus unsafe touchings, saying no and speaking out, courage to resist abuse, who to talk to when afraid, identifying trusted adults, respect for boys and girls, promoting mutual dignity, how to stay safe in my community, practical safety tips, breaking the silence on abuse, ending stigma and shame. We have deserved to love, not violence, installing hope and self-worth. The foundation announced that its sensitization teams will visit extramural lesson centers, madrasas, schools, market squares, and community hubs, delivering the message in Yoruba to ensure children clearly understand that in their mother's tongue. Calling for wider support, the Mairo Dikko Foundation urges parents, teachers, community leaders, and religious institutions to actively participate in spreading the message with the shared goal of building safer communities where children can grow without fear of abuse or violence.
This violence continues, we must face a painful truth. Too many of our children are not equipped with the right knowledge to recognize, resist, and report. I repeat, too many of our children are not equipped with the right knowledge to recognize, resist, or report abuse. At the Mairo Foundation, we believe that prevention is more powerful than cure. That is why we are shifting the focus of our campaign to this holiday season to educate our minors directly. Children deserve to know their rights, to understand their bodies, and to confidently say no when being oppressed.
The Independent National Electoral Commission has said that the nationwide continuous voters registration exercise will commence today. According to a post by its official X handle on Monday, the electoral umpire said it has started with the ongoing pre-registration phase today, Monday, August 18, 2025. The commission stated that eligible Nigerians can commence with their registration online via the portal www.cvrinecnigerian.com ahead of the physical registration exercise scheduled to begin on August 25, 2025. The Chief of Army Staff, General Olufemi Oluyede, has approved the redeployment of senior officials to key command, industrial and staff positions across various formations and units. A statement yesterday by the Acting Director of Army Public Relations, Onyechi Enele, announced the reassignments which are meant to reposition the Nigerian Army for greater operational effectiveness. And that is all on Just Event Online News at 9. And here's the recap of the news headlines. Federal government to inaugurate advisory code committee. Government urges youth to embrace empowerment schemes. Federal government begins revive of revenue allocation formula. Dan-Iya project 2027 officially launched in support of Engineer Sulyman, Bolakale Kawu's gubernatorial ambition. Now prioritize civilian safety with new training. Mairo Dikko Foundation launches campaign to protect children from abuse and pedophiles. INEC begins nationwide continuous voter registration today. Army reassigns general to boost efficiency and strengthen leadership. Remember, one of the key values of life is sincerity and integrity. Therefore, be plain and transparent in every of your dealings. For more news, visit www.justeventonline.com. And to read more updates, follow us on our social media platform with a tab at Just Event Online. You can also send us an email on justeventonline@gmail.com. I am Rashidat Mairo. Good night.